Hello, Maverick Hunters. We are live.
Hello, hello.
Holy shit, you got even more green, Myth.
How?
I don't know.
What?
I'll tweak it. Hello, Dama. Hello, Mags. Hello, Minami. Hello, Yami. Hello, Sandata. Thank you all for joining. 28 months or whatever. Dama, thank you so much. Deeply appreciated. I was actually just realizing that it had been a while since I heard from you. I hope you're doing extra well. By the power of Mountain Dew, Myth does have an extra large dew, according to him. Let me go ahead and
feel the dew overtaking me. Ah!
No,
Ah!
that's not the predominant dangerous color in this playthrough. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, no pressure to mention anything here by any means. But if you feel as if it's something you want to talk about, I am totally down for it. D-Green Myth just a bit.
Well, no, the dew is seeping from my body.
No, it's not seeping. You're hyper condensing it. It's kind of like how Goku and pals eventually kind of just like internalize Super Saiyan and base. I've been watching a lot of power level videos. Hello, Weasel. Thank you for the lurk. Also, Minami, I did see that you were probably just going to be lurking a little bit more this evening as well. That is totally fine. Yeah, no, all that sounds good. I'm happy to see everybody. I am glad everybody is present in whatever form they're comfortable with, except for the lack of comfort of sweating a lot. I apologize for that, too. I feel ya. I have an air conditioner coming, I think, tomorrow, please, for the love of God. It's warming up quite a bit. I actually need to send my roommate a message really quick to say, hey, don't turn off the air conditioner. Okay, send him a message really quick.
About the contract edition from Hunter x Hunter.
I don't, and I'm upset at myself for not starting Hunter x Hunter because Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my all-time favorites, and it's, you know, obviously it's the same author. I've heard quite literally nothing but good things about Hunter x Hunter, and boy, am I behind.
Same for me in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I've seen a few episodes of it, but I haven't really just
I need to watch
sat
that one
down
too.
and knuckled through it.
I got a subscription to Crunchyroll just to keep up with Samurai Troopers and then fucking stopped watching Samurai Troopers because my ADHD is a nightmare. I don't know why I do it to myself. It's a great show. I loved every episode I watched of it so far, and then I missed one, and my brain was like, well, now I have to make up time and watch both of them at the same time, and now I'm like 12 behind because nothing can be easy. It's a nightmare. OCs is very loosely based on Shinobu Sensui. That's a good choice. Most people stop liking Hakusho after the Dark Tournament, which I think is a cowardly take. Obviously, whatever you like is your prerogative, and I'm joking. Try to keep up or giving up watching anime. I feel that too.
Tyranno.
Yeah,
Did
man.
you see the newest thing Team 4-Star put out?
Yes, I did, and it was fucking excellent. Like, to a degree where I saw it and I was like, I don't know. I like when they make fun of stuff, but they're gonna make fun of my boy. But it was like a slam dunk all the way through. Just so funny. Oh, man. Yeah, yes, Yummy, it really was. This is like one of the only anime that, like, we could actually talk about. Like, I might be close to your level on, not at, because clearly that is, like, your jam, which obviously not saying that with any shade. We all have our fandoms like that, or like particular pieces of media. I'm gonna pause this music because I want to play Control for you guys really fucking bad. Let's go to the stage. I can't contain it anymore. I put together a special border and everything just for this because I'm so excited to play it. I was like, no, the bright colors aren't going to work for this. We need something else. So here we are with like a totally specifically set up stream stage just for this.
Ooh, looking good.
I'm happy with. I found the exact font that they use for the in-game stuff and downloaded it just to write communications up there for you guys. Like, literally, that's the whole reason that font is on my computer now, is just like, I gotta, it's great, because there's a Department of Communications, so we're probably going to get there tonight, and I'm going to stop talking and just launch the game because, oh my god. You've played for 63 hours. That sounds right.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm going to immediately send this to Myth, because I don't want you to miss out on shit.
One of my favorite Let's Players works for Remedy, and they're the ones who cut most of the trailers for this game.
I know that you clearly can't do this, but you should get me in contact with them. I mean, honestly, I look at Remedy's job listings a lot. The only reason I haven't actually put in an application for any of the ones that I think I might be qualified for is because you need to move overseas. They only have offices in their country. So, I would have to leave the United States, which...
I mean, that doesn't sound too bad right now.
I know, but that would, all of the time sketch, just, it would be...
Yeah,
it would be difficult.
You would be moving to fucking Finland, which I would personally love to do myself, but...
Again, it would just be difficult.
Yeah.
Not for lack of interest, because, they're a dream job. Oh, man. To go back into QA for them, I would lose it. Okay, so the only... main note that I have for right now that is outside of the I'm gonna go ahead and say probably everybody already knows flashing lights warning and everything like that, because this is it's a weird game. It is a very let's call it experience intensive game, all that kind of stuff. So be mindful of that. But it's also weird in its PC port in that it doesn't have the normal resolution that I normally stream at for the sake of my borders. Normally we would be at 1600 by 900. This one is smaller than that, but it's one of the PC games that lets you change the resolution independent of the size. So I have it a smaller window than I'm used to, which is going to fuck with all my aim because I'm so deep into, the way I have been playing at full screen, but it's being up-resed. So if anything looks weird, let me know. I know that that's an abstract question for Control because stuff is going to look weird on purpose, but if anything that seems like it should just be a normal line, so text, for example, if any of that is sharp or jagged or anything weird like that, let me know, and I'll try to work around it. I saw a couple mods to mostly help with stuff like ultra wide, which obviously I'm not going to do, but I could probably find ones that would get me at the normal size. So keep that in mind. If anything looks off in a way that isn't intentionally off, again, abstract, let me know. And then there is one other thing that we need to do. We are going to go into the options, and as crushing as this is, we are going to mute copyrighted music because I gotta. That is luckily not going to impact certain stuff that I won't spoil. There are a couple songs that are integral to the plot. I explained this when we played this way back, and also when we played this specifically one DLC for Spooktacular when we did Alan Wake. That Control is a Remedy game, and Remedy is fucking awesome and understand all their tones and everything. So a lot of the capstone songs in this, even if they get copyright struck, you can always dispute it, and they will always approve it because in their own words, the specifics of those scenes depend so much on the music that they would never penalize a streamer for playing the song because it's a part of the experience. You can't do it without it. It's just not the same thing. So those won't get muted. Those are going to be on. We'll address that more properly when we get to it. I don't know what else that's going to mute, though. I know there's going to be radios that we find around that have licensed music. I don't know what those are going to play. They might not play anything. It's not a huge deal. And then the specifics of the playthrough. I've already mentioned it before. We're not going to read everything because then it would take forever. We would be here for a long time. There's so much like collectible text in this game. There's a couple that I'll pull up. There are certain ones that are like directly plot significant that'll be fun to read through, and then there's also going to be a couple odds and ends that are like, this is a fun one to point out, but we're going to be skipping quite a bit of that, as much as that pains me because it's all really good. But we are going to do every mission. We are going to watch every cutscene. Anything that is like audio, so like, you know, recordings and stuff like that, we're going to listen to all of that. And especially anything that's a video, we're going to watch all of that. So all of like the really heavy pieces of like game and media and everything, we will not miss. All of the like secret areas, as best as I can remember. It isn't necessary to find all of them for what we're going to be doing, but it will help. And then I also kind of want to put this to a vote. It's not going to apply right away because it's going to be a while until we get the skill points. But let me know, chat, specifically, if you want me to go full powerhouse and make fights a lot easier, but then have like less risk of like running into, you know, having to redo the same stuff over and over, or if you want me to dial it back a little bit so that there's more tension. I can handle either of those. It's more just a matter of like possibly having to watch fights over and over again. So let me know as we go if you seem like it, or if it feels like anything is going too quickly. Let me know. The whole point of this playthrough is like being able to have people experience it if they haven't before and don't want to play it for themselves, or like don't care about watching it on stream first. I think that's everything, Miss. Do you have any questions while I drink water?
No, but I've also got like translations for what one of the characters says.
Okay, cool. All right. Also, thank you for the watch streak, Agus. I'm glad you are here as well. Made it to 10. That's awesome. All right. Mute copyright music. I'm also gonna... I'm almost tempted to not turn the game down. Because it's a more experience-based thing, but we'll play it by ear, I guess, literally. Everything else should be good. I made a backup of my file. Continue game is off the table because this is like 100%. So we're going to go new game. I'm not going to talk over cutscenes unless it's something that I really want to go over. With that, Myth, are you ready?
I am ready.
This is one of my favorite games of all time, you guys. I'm so excited. Let's fucking do it.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out. and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
God, I love, like, that intro is so good. Half of the fan Reddit is just all people quoting, like, the poster sequence and everything. It's awesome.
So, hey, if you head back to the front door, like, can we get a look at where we actually is?
Yeah. So,
I guess nothing really identifiable, but vaguely
yeah.
New York.
Yeah, well, we're guaranteed in New York. That's something that we will learn very quickly, so that's not even a spoiler or anything like that. But yes, this is New York. We will learn more about the building and other thereabouts and everything, too. I will say, people have downloaded FreeCam mods for this and gotten outside. That is a detailed exterior. Like, normally a game would be like, okay, that's it. But, like, there's an entire block around this building. Like, you can get some awesome camera shots out there. It's really cool.
That is sick. Also, that's just totally my mindset. It's like, oh, that's a cool game. Let's turn around and look out the window.
Oh, believe me, that kind of thing, like, there's a lot of detail-oriented stuff in Remedy's games where, like, that's not... You are in the right for doing... Like, they encourage it. No modern technology past this point. Please check all devices with security. No unauthorized personnel. 24-hour surveillance. Well, I mean, we're in a government building, so that makes sense. This guy's...
A bit empty in terms of, like, personnel, but I'm sure it's fine.
Reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smart watches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles, etc. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Yes, Minami, number 2 pencils, not allowed. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches, multiple building shifts detected. That's probably not anything to worry about. Head of research override, HRA protocol activated.
So, I'm wondering if the building's in lockdown, how you were able to walk in, unless that's just the building deciding.
It's just an expenditure report. I will skim some of these because I do kind of, like, there's a lot. So I will forget certain ones that are the ones that is like, okay, yes, I do need to read that. All good, all normal. That's the way we came. Sprint tutorial. I think tutorials, I turn that off. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Head of research, Casper Darling. Our Bureau at work. It's nice. Director, Zachariah Trench.
Oh, Trench is a great last name.
Zachariah Trench is an awesome name. Bathroom. It's all good. Alright.
Federal Bureau of Control.
Also, I have,
all these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
My rig runs this really well, so I have had multiple times where I've been jump scared by my own reflection because it's so perfect. Is that Colonel Sanders? Ah.
Colonel Sanders is a representation of pistachios.
Pistachio
of a concept.
pistachios.
So he's not allowed in.
You know, honestly, That's not far off.
Because it looks like, if you go back to that vending machine, it looks like anything brand related has
Yeah.
been specifically removed.
Yes, it's actually great too. I've been playing through Alan Wake 2 recently, and they have vending machines in that too, and they make fake brands. So this was like a very, 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 very intentional decision. It's really, this is a very detail-oriented game. It's fucking awesome. There's one particular report. Okay, yeah, here we go. Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all redacted. Redacted! A shark in his redacted, although secure redacted. Permission to redacted following basic protocol. Redacted. Shoot to kill. Redacted. Good luck.
Perfect. Great.
Oh, yeah. I think that's everything in here. There's one more thing.
So this obviously pulls a lot from the whole SCP stuff, but I think it does a real good job.
Yeah, they have cited it as a direct influence. I also really like likening it to Warehouse 13 in Eureka.
Hello?
We'll go over.
Yeah.
We'll go over that stuff as it becomes more apparent. Okay, I want to point out something really quick. It's going to be difficult.
Quick Googling, real quick.
Best character cited, not wrong. Concentrated caffeine for me, not wrong. Never knew that. The SCP thing. Muffled finish in the background. Oh my, yes. Myth, can you tell what's going on right now? If you can.
Sorry. With who? What? The singing or?
No, just all of it. Where did we come from?
Hey, there was a
Don't worry about
hallway
it.
there.
Hey, excuse me.
Oh, also, goes without saying,
You are.
if anybody
Here
knows
about
the
the
game
job.
or sequels or anything, no spoilers for anybody else. please.
Janitor's
More than
assistant.
normal.
You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks.
Also,
Elevator that way.
goes, yes, directly.
it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way.
Myth janitor supplies.
You work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin Johan helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've
Okay,
done enough
so-
night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor
Right
is a
out of the
friendly
gate.
face in
Uh-huh.
my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all.
Wait for him to finish.
Think about it.
Hold on.
No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
So she was thinking to
Okay.
herself, and he responded.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
love that. So the finish he said was, if they don't hire you, then it's totally fucked up. There will be work for the axe means someone or something should be executed. Take them behind the sauna means beat someone up in a remote location.
Yeah. Context clues. Anyway, let's go back to the lobby really quick.
Oh, hey, there it is.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, just as we left it.
Yeah, exactly. Perfectly normal.
Wait, was that what floor sign there this whole time? I don't think so.
Well,
Was that elevator there this whole time?
well, remember, Casper Darling, our staff at work, Trench.
Love
All right,
it.
so cool production
it,
thing
love it.
before we go into stuff that I'm going to shut the fuck up for because it looks awesome. I picked up some stuff out here. We're not going to be able to come back to this area. If you don't pick it up, it shifts to other parts of the game, so you can't lose
The
it.
cell and the poster.
It's just a really
I was
nice
11 years
extra
old
bit.
the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you?
Oh,
Help?
shit. Okay. Good to know. I can't mouse out to hit snooze. Actually, Myth, it might be a good time for you to learn how to snooze for me. For ad break stuff,
I
just
think
in
I
case.
need to be given, like, privileges. to do
Okay.
that.
It'll be fine after this. We still have 5 minutes, so it's not an issue. Such a good opening sequence. God damn it, I love this game so much. Like, I'm not talking over it. There's not even any dialogue because it's just like, no, shut the fuck up and look at this.
I love how they handle the T.
Yeah. That text treatment just
Did
in
I
general.
lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Whoop. That's not right. Okay. It had my mouse and controller at the same time because of the tab that I tried doing before. Give me just a second so I can hit snooze. I'm going to do all 3 snoozes at once. Actually, I'll do 2 of them, so we'll have about 15 minutes. I do want one emergency backup just in case. Anyway, like I said, we cannot go back to the lobby. So if we had missed those collectibles, Remedy is goated, and they would have been put somewhere else. This vending machine looks older. Nah, that one's not super worth it.
I'm sure that's a fine noise.
Never noticed that
Same
before.
number.
I am so upset that they didn't sell posters of these. Is that stapler, or is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Okay, this one is important. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench.
That's fine.
He looks so distinguished. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, let's talk about that job.
Shit. Shit.
Also, I guess just kind of a given suicide
want me to
warning,
pick
I
it up?
suppose.
The
Just
murder
in
weapon?
general.
Really?
It's not an overtly violent game, but it's also not friendly, so if any of that stuff bugs you, just kind of be aware. Because, a little late on the warning, I suppose, but it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I better touch it.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Okay, I'm immediately going to go over 2 things. One, that dialogue that was just happening, I could read out loud as it goes along. Part of the effect, immersiveness-wise, is to not do that because it's supposed to sound unknowable. So if you hear dialogue like that, that's kind of your cue to come in and read it for yourself. I know that's a little off of what we normally do, but trust me, it makes it better because you're kind of like trying to grasp what's going on instead of having somebody stumble through reading it out loud for you. And then we just had a video play, which is now in our multimedia tab. All of them are presented in full in this tab.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality.
Oh, they're just work gloves.
A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
So it's a little bit more downplayed there, but when we unlock videos like that, I'm going to let them play both diegetically, like where they would in the actual game, and then we're going to watch them again because often they will be bookended, and you'll get more context. So if it seems weird at first that we're watching stuff twice, there is a functional reason for that. The game expects you to do that.
Sounds good. Oh, look at this friendly guy. Hey, buddy. And he's dead.
The same gun.
Get a good look at it. You don't get a ton without like photo mode. I love the design of this thing.
Jesus, God, it's it's just the camera angle.
Yeah, yeah. I'll also take this opportunity while we walk through where we are right now. That if something isn't explained, it either will be later or you're not supposed to know. So we're not going to do any kind of reading ahead. If something doesn't make sense yet based on where we are, it's probably on purpose. So if you see something in the background of a video or something like that, for example, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So no reading ahead, basically.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically a diamond.
Basically a what? Oh.
Openings for Kingdom Hearts.
Sure. Do you want to explain what that is?
So you've probably seen it. It's like you're in a black void and there's like this stained glass Disney princess picture. And
Sure. But what is it?
That's a real fucking deep question, but mechanically it's just like, hey, let's just do some quick tutorializing and help you, like,
Sure.
set the difficulty settings and, like, how you're going to, level up throughout the game. That's basically it.
I'm going to go ahead and say yes and no, and that's all I'll say about it. Yeah, the service weapon is very cool.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Well, Yami, you see, number 2 pencils aren't allowed,
Things have quieted down
but
outside.
cigarettes are.
Is
And
it
I
safe
can
to go?
Go into a quick
Yeah,
detail
let's,
about that. Let's go into
Let's
photo mode.
photo mode those SIGs, baby.
So number 2 pencils, you all know what a number 2 pencil is. But these aren't like Marlboro or Camel or anything like that. They're Black Pyramids since 1920. So they're not super ubiquitous. Like, you can't not have a cup, but you couldn't have, like, a particular branded thing. And that's all I'll say about it. But hey, we were armed, so...
Ah!
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Alright, we got a weapon file. I'm not going to go over those. We also got our first material, undefined reading. And then this is health. So if you see me running around collecting these little pips, that is health. Other stuff might apply to it later. Don't worry about that right now. Also, a goose. The gun is alive. We'll cover it.
I feel like it's a game where you can't make definitive statements about a lot of things.
Hey, this was, you know, different. And yes, myth.
Spotlight.
Oh,
Secure
God,
line
that's
of
such a good
communication.
effect.
It's so cool.
Guidance.
They do it a lot in Alan Wake 2, too.
Hell yes.
So you're also going to start noticing how absolutely gorgeous the destruction in this game is. So, like, those layers of windows will not protect.
God, I love the oil and water effect whenever you kill one
Yep.
of these unnamed things. 3 minutes until ad.
Yeah, I should be able to get to a good stopping point in just a moment, actually. Oh, you're level 1s. Jesus. Okay. I'm not used to my melee being that good. That doesn't look like Trench.
Ah,
They took a good picture.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Workplace safety is
well,
important.
that's great.
You'll
I
remember
remember
these from
these
Fire
things.
Break. Yep. Oh,
Get
that's a
some
good
sippy while we're here.
For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth? Duluth? Whatever. Wasn't anything.
Duluth.
Duluth, thank you. Just like, okay, hold on. Just like the house fire before this and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need you to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next on the list, let's hope it's a little livelier there. Thank you, Claxon. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. We're also going to come across these boxes. We got a house memory. That's good. And then, let me see. Let me think. You know what? This is a chill spot. It's nice and relaxing. We got some company. So we're going to take our first ad break now. I will pause for the sake of not going absolutely fucking crazy. Everybody get up, stretch, hydrate, do what you got to do. We will be back in 3 minutes. Part of me almost doesn't want to play... Oh, I know what I can do. While we're on ad breaks, we'll read through files.
Yeah, that sounds good. Also, I have notes on that last file we read, but I don't know if you want to wait for that to be when we're back from ad break.
Probably wait until we're back from ad. Send me what you're thinking over Discord really quick, so I can peer review it. Let's say. Gonna say the ad break warning was very well timed. Yeah, right. Okay, so we got the Hiscard. Actually, we'll hold off on reading any enemy files just yet. Case files. Fascinating. I'm down for you to mention that when we get back. I was wondering if you'd done any advanced reading.
No.
Okay. Service weapon, OOP-1KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the redacted, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, redacted, many forms throughout history, redacted, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. Acquisition date, that's of the object, not the file, that is August 4th, 1964. Varunastra. That does definitely make sense, Minami. Will it redacted or is redacted? I certainly hope it's not redacted. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Say the ad break yet. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of files to go through just yet. I don't think there were any. We can read through. Federal Bureau of Control. Hello. As you should all know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. The myth is talking while muted, or his avatar is picking up my speaking. The honks are just kind of janky in general.
Yeah, it might be picking up the AC, which oddly makes me sound louder when it's on, so...
Yeah, it's definitely...
Who the fuck knows?
Also, we're back. For anybody who didn't catch this during the ads, while we are on ads, we are going to read through other correspondence. That's how we'll fill the time. Mostly I feel weird turning music back on because, you know, at any point, that's kind of bizarre. We got that. Looks like we don't have anything else. And like I said, we're not going to go through research records on enemies just yet. It'll make a little bit more sense. Also, that shocked you with the pistol. What, the description? Or the design? Or... There's a lot. It's great. There's a lot of possible reasons for what you just said.
So, in the last... I will shut up.
Actually, now is probably a better time if you want to.
So, in the last thing we read on stream, the dude said we were going to head to Sherman Ranch as their next stop. Sherman Ranch is also known as Skinwalker Ranch, and it's a site that's famous for, like, 50 years of, like, weird events, UFO sightings, mutilated cows. It's a very famous UFO story thing.
Oh, Myth, did you get the janitor supplies, by the way? Also, let me double check something really quick while you do that.
Yeah, I got like the whole list of the janitor's idioms.
No. Dama requested janitor supplies earlier for VP.
I will get them.
I'm sorry,
right
I
now.
said it so briefly you might have misunderstood what I was saying. But yeah, Myth is on it. Dama, no worries.
Was it just here? I'll scroll up.
There's
See
no date.
exactly what was.
It was just janitor supplies, since it seems like that's what we're here for. So you could get like a janitor card or something like that. In fact, you could probably find a cutout of the one from the game, if I'm being honest. Your Skinwalker Ranch, I thought it was a designated European nude beach. That's... Well, anyway, Myth is going to get us some supplies, and we're going to deal with this
Hissing
room.
sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
At some point, you need to buy this game now. Oh my, yes. In fact, I will go out of my way to say this at the moment. It's $5 on Steam right now. It happens to be just on sale right at the start of us doing this. So seriously, like, even if you don't think you're going to get it or play through it, get it anyway. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It's incredibly good. And $5 is like a steal. Yep. Yeah, no joke. I only found out about that today as I was looking for assets for like a thumbnail and overlay. Yeah, like $5, and that's like it includes the DLC and everything. You get the whole game for $5. 1,000% worth it. God, I keep forgetting how small your starting health bar is.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading them.
All right.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
If you're lurking, peep this effect, because it's great. Room's back to normal.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, you guys are talking about Opti.
Are you with us? With the
just-
Bureau?
So many good characters in this game. We're about to
Are
meet
you
one of my
still
favorite
sane?
characters.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
I'll say, too, early on, I feel like Jesse's character writing and, like, dialogue and everything is how most people think they're
Director
writing those characters that are
Faden.
like,
Call
that
me
just
Jesse.
happened, you know?
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this hiss, that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me?
Yeah, just...
We did it before.
I've
Push the hiss out.
I've said it before for other games, but like one of my favorite genres is paranormal or paranatural bureaucracy. So like this as a setting for me, like just this agency where it's like you walk in and say like, yeah, your old director looked like he was dead next to this gun that you're calling the service weapon and not a gun. And he's talking to me after he's dead, and they don't question any of that. It's just like, yeah, okay, this is what you're doing now. And it's just like, yo, all right, I guess we're just going to do that. It's like, that's normal. Yeah.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Truthfully, as silly a comparison as this will be, it's one of the reasons why I like stuff like Ghostbusters as much as I do too. Like, it's really all kind of the same. Like, this is your workplace. Like, that's the vibe that I like.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
Yeah, Goose, you totally get it. Like, it's awesome. And it's like, honestly, that's just Remedy as a whole. Just excellent.
I'll risk it.
Excellent writing.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
Then layer on some mystery.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench? The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the
Bake-like
director.
phone.
Yeah, bake a light.
That's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I
I
here?
love these transition scenes.
I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Excellent.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
I have
The
like
door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
how can we make a phone seem really sinister?
Honestly,
The
that's
hotline
not,
should be in the communications department.
You're good. Go ahead.
that's not the color I anticipated for something made out of Bakelite. It's normally a more orangish amber-looking color. It's a weird 1960s material.
Yeah. For what it's worth, it also doesn't have any dial.
No.
At some point, I have a feeling the Samsung phone is going to be renamed to Smang Smung. The red phone returns. Oh no! All right, so these are all also really fun too. Like, this is one of those games where like every single bit of dialogue is something that you get excited for. So like, normally you'd be like, oh, I'm going to pass these, but nope.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The
love
work
that.
we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
Like the concept of like you can only find it if you're looking for it. So like there's people on the street driving by it and they're just not aware of the building at all. It's just like a non-thing for them. It's like such a great way of like, how does this work? Like, how are you based in New York? It's like, oh, you know, because of that.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Oh, yeah, Minami Pope is one
Got
of my
it.
favorite characters in the game. She's
Thanks.
awesome.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
And reminder, she's his research assistant.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more
And-
questions soon.
Darling is the
Just
one
let me
we
know.
saw in the explanatory video for the service weapon,
Yes, correct.
wearing the sleeves.
The big work gloves, yeah. Alright, let's top up our save really quick. Not gonna touch outfits just yet. We won't do that for a little bit. Also, real shout out to the consistency. There's still bullet holes and health pips in here, even though we've gone through like 5 different loading transitions. Hello, Ereval. Thank you for joining. Peep in here really quick. Also, just kind of start memorizing the layouts of places.
As best you can in
Yeah.
a shifting building.
Control points, we'll kind of cover those later, so that's one we'll read.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Still no clearance level, even as the director. Okay, do we want to listen to the entire incantation? Because it's kind of long, and this is the only time it's subtitled. I will say it's mostly just weird, but
Gibberish, yeah.
I'll give Chad a moment to give me a general idea. We don't have to. I will say that, like, yummy. Astral Realm reminds me, if you know it, never mind. I'm going to progress for right now. We can always bring it back up later, kind of.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
I just instinctively went for something I can't hear yet. God damn it. 67 hours! To clarify, too, that's 67 hours on my Steam copy. I also finished the PS4 version, too.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm not going to go into, like, absolutely every room, but I will kind of highlight that, like, exploring good. In fact, Myth, this one has been described more than a couple times as a Metroidvania. Due to the recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility. Orange, high. Red, frequent. And unanticipated building shifts. I love that they specify unanticipated.
I wonder if they forecast them normally.
I imagine
On
if...
Tuesday, the cafeteria will be in the lobby.
God. Like, that never gets old. Their presentation work is fucking awesome. Also, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gotta say, the practice feels really good too, because when I started the save file up again, I was not as good aiming. Like, there is some aim assist, but like, you kind of need to wrestle with it in a way that I think is fun. Like, it makes it so that there is a learning curve, but it's not so ridiculous that it's unenjoyable. So the fact that now I'm just like popping headshots and stuff like that in these early combats with like no modifiers or anything is pretty satisfying. More of watch this cool shit. So my favorite part about that cleanse is that it fixed the walls, but the ceiling is still like that. And it's kind of unclear whether or not it's because of what's going on or if that's just how it is.
Love it.
Hey, TV.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
God, I love Darling so much.
He's very charming.
He's very charming. Like, it's wild. Also, the voice actor for Alan Wake. Yes.
Because the face actor is Finnish.
Yep.
Just look at it.
They do that a lot.
8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops.
Yami,
Oh,
I'm
and
not
it can launch things
100% sure.
telekinetically through the air. To date,
Myth can look
we've
it up. I
launched
don't want you guys reading ahead, just in case.
3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
I love we even launched a cup. Just superb. I believe there's a couple other things, but we are going to be coming through here a lot, so I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Communications.
Also, you know,
We're on
just
the right track.
green door up there. Rooms up there.
The actor is Matthew Porretta.
Matthew Porretta. I am going to peek in restrooms because there can be collectibles and stuff like that. Not ideal. Not ideal. Open this real quick.
God, he was in Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Oh,
What?
Alright, which one are you? Book club. We can skip the book club ones. There's a lot that are just kind of like passive world building. And by passive, I mean, like, that is correspondence between people who were in a book club meeting. I'm sure there's references in it that I'm just not smart enough to get, but we're going to deal with this right now first.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Looks happy.
Most objects of power do. Examine the toilets. Exactly. The Edifier. Well, it was a receptacle for nuclear launch codes, so launching does kind of seem to be the vibe. Oh man, the Ghostbusters, the video game, is one that I've streamed before too. It is also absolutely excellent. It was written by them. It was written by Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd. It's effectively the third movie, and like I say that unironically. I still personally consider it better canon than some of the other stuff we have. No shade to Afterlife. Afterlife is a very good movie too. I actually liked it a lot. But yeah, highly recommend it, especially if it's on sale. Super fun game. It's a shame they didn't restore the multiplayer in it, but that's okay. Apparently the 360 servers for the original are still active, which is fucking wild. There we go. Come on, there we go.
The Edifier. That's how I feel interacting with technology.
I love that their alternate description is the nuke.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
So we have telekinesis now. For my money, the most satisfying part of the game. I'll go over a little bit of the mechanics right now since we are in the tutorial-esque zone for it. We got launch. You can see the meter for our energy up top. It just refilled. Even if I'm not highlighting anything like the debris or those cubes we had in there, you can always use it. It will always pull in ambient material, no matter where you are. It is such a cool mechanic. Even these nifty golden cubes. And now is when we need to begin discussing what we want my power level to be, because we have telekinesis now. And that is the thing that largely is going to become an issue if you don't want me to not be struggling, because some of the deep late endgame content always stays difficult, but early on this gets to be a lot. So bear it in mind. I will leave that up to you guys. I don't mind doing it either way. But now our gameplay loop has changed. While we wait for ammo to recharge, we throw. And while we wait for our throw to recharge, we shoot. Another fun thing is that you would think, oh, well, surely I need to actually have it in the firing position for it to work. But in fact, you can launch stuff from wherever it spawns, including from, wait for it. Oh, I wasn't targeting it. From behind, I was gonna say. It will always target who you're targeting, regardless of what direction it is compared to you. So if this was behind them, but I was targeting them, it would go from behind them towards me, and it can't hurt me, only them. It's super cool. I think it's the best telekinesis in a video game I've ever played.
There you are.
Stop.
You were gone.
Eldritch
Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight this.
From downtown! Oh yeah, you can throw explosives too. You will also have noted that earlier there was a shotgun opponent who I ran towards in melee. Melee is very good against shields. Telekinesis counts as melee. Not for purposes of like modifiers that name melee, but in terms of like interacting with shields. It's the way to go.
He died.
Still no clearance. Feels a game where you're just a mage. I mean, honestly, you're not far off. Oh, this one's too big. We might be able to address that this time. There's your side. I'm glad I got to show that.
Hey,
Only said
fucker!
that
Ah!
the line can be reached through the mailroom.
Nah, like I said, we're going to come through here a lot, so I'm not going to stress over it just yet. I will, however, pick up clearance level 1.
This must open the door.
Oops. Let's also get a control point. I'll explain this right now. I'm not worried about this fight, but it's not impossible. You respawn exclusively at the last control point you touched. You won't necessarily lose progress, like saves are constant, but your like spawn zone is not. It has to be what you touch. So like you'll see me tapping them even if I don't need a heal or anything from them, and that'll be because I want a better spawn zone. Because, like, for example, if I hadn't touched that one and I died in what encounter is coming up, I would, like, go all the way back to the dead letters room and I'd have to run all the way back here. How will this resolve? No, this one might just not have music. That's where copyrighted music could come through. So, I was curious.
Gotcha.
And how about a collectible? All right. These ones don't change, but it's easier to hear them
You're
this
listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
Totem. Oh, no.
Thank you for staying up with us.
Mags, I feel like you don't know the half of it yet,
We've had many
but you might.
callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms.
Quincy
you'll
get your
brave
fill.
Enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Love me some radio programming. Okay, so it will keep playing diegetically now, but like I said, it won't be any different. So there's that. This is also just in case you missed the first one, which is nice. That's fine. That's kind of a lore explanation, but we can pass on it. It's a pretty big one. That's one we'll probably reread. What do you think this is? Janet.
Sounds like my boy's here.
Less ideal. Let's not touch that yet. I kind of didn't mean to trigger that. Let's see if we can just leave them alone. Oh, well, fine. Say again, Mick? You were quiet for that one.
What if we know?
Mostly it's just a little bit more than I need to deal with right now, and we will be revisiting that room later. Probably fine. I love this room, by the way.
Hi, friends.
They can fly now. Great.
So we found the head of communications. This is Tomasi. We're gonna do a little bit of cheese for him if I can help it. This is a Hiss Elevated. You might be familiar with them from while we were playing Firebreak. They are very good at evading telekinesis, but if you do it quick enough, that won't be, but we're also going to get rid of these guys. The piping look like Art Nouveau window. Yeah, like, it's really awesome. These are all mail tubes, by the way. This is the mail room. So you'll notice that even though they're good at dodging, their reaction time is more based on when you're holding it versus when it's just kind of starting to become active. So you can kind of, let's say, tweak it to match your goals. I'm also getting beat up real bad, real quick. Let's see if I can
Gotta find some health keepers.
Tea time. Yeah, unfortunately, they're all underneath him.
Oh,
so
there's some. Yeah.
That was a lot more dangerous than it needed to be. Not right now. There we go. Ow! Shit. So one thing that I do really like about the power setup in this game is you get very strong, but you are always very fragile. In a way that's, like, comfortable. It doesn't feel like bullshit. There's a couple encounters that earlier on, before I had a better grip on the mechanics, were definitely feeling pretty brutal, but you can adapt your strategy really, really well. But, like, even if you're pouring damage on, you can still go down pretty quick.
Oh, come back, Tomasa. We wish to be friends.
Okay.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Seemeth, you're good.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Multiple things in here, but I'm not gonna obsess over that. I'm gonna do my best to turn that part of my brain off unless it's something that I know is, like, actively beneficial. That being said, we are...
All right, take this down. The situation in... All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Tomasi's not
been
great.
evaluated by the relevant authorities.
Alberto Tomasi.
Tomasi's ID? Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed.
Bit of comms.
U.S. embassy in Havana was caused by sonic
The hiss got him.
and of foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected.
Mute summary. These ones are always fun. You know, we'll save those pretty much exclusively.
hotline can't
I
be
think,
far
for
now.
ad breaks.
Sounds good.
I am going to do my best to zip around for those. Shatter projectile boost. Hotline security log. We can take a peek at it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there's also a bunch of custodial access. But otherwise, it's just trench. Sometimes multiple times a day. All right. More good opportunities to pay attention,
The
chat.
Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with Black Pyramid.
Hotline is designated for director use only. Disregard of this policy may result in fatal psychic trauma.
I'm sure that's fine.
Dream Logic. Casino or Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst. Light switch. The law of 3 applies. Ritual attunement required. Agent must orient and anchor motel to their personal frequencies. Well, if it needs 3, that's 2. And 3.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
It's a nice subtle detail, the way she's describing that, because it's like, see America, see Texas. Okay, so we're in Texas. Except, visit Nevada, state of freedom. Okay, well, you know, maybe just in that general direction. See America, Montana. Travel Bureau, American Airlines, interesting for that one. But Washington, or Montana, you know, it just kind of, you know, New York, it's all of it.
Or Montana.
Yeah. Weird that we can't access any of the doors yet, though.
Hello? Anyone here?
I think, yeah, okay. There would definitely be music playing here, but because of the option that we toggled, the setting, basically, that's kind of a shame because it's really good ambience-wise. There's usually music playing here that's like weird and loud and distorted. But as we get further away, it starts to get completely, like, weirdly quieter compared to where we were, and, like, what the actual volume was. Oh, there's supposed to be a key here. That's weird. Well, I don't know. We did 3 bell rings. Oh, yeah.
Well, if we do 3 more.
Oh, yeah, we can do 3 more. All right, so 1, a 2, a 3.
Oh, it looked like each one was opening a different door.
It absolutely
actually.
was. In fact, let's showcase that really quick.
Dama, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think anything happened. So, all right, so, yeah. Each bell ring opens a door. Like I said earlier, we are operating on a rule of 3s because the motel is Dream Logic. So we checked out 222. We checked out 224. Still nothing. Shame about the music, but that's whatever. And then that 3rd. All the way back down. Okay, cool, there's the key. So we're going to grab that, put that in our inventory, and now we should be good. The center of the bell ring. Exactly. Most people would never know, but if you work at the Bureau, you are a little bit more privileged with your information. Myth, did you ping the Discord and let everybody know that we are good to go, just in case? In fact, honestly, if you want to do
Yes.
an at Friday, that would be quite helpful, just in general.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about, Myth being possessed? Ooh, nice stream streak. The his attack had a fun side effect? I'm not sure what you're talking about. It should be good, though. Alright, so. Rule of 3.
Nice.
Thank you, Yami. Okay, so that bridge wasn't here before. Wow, that's weird. Twitch must just be giving you an extra one. You are quite regular. This is probably fine.
Yeah, perfectly normal phone call.
Oh my, yes. Ooh, Yami getting a bonus stream streak as well. That's fascinating.
Yummy. I actually love garlic.
Yeah, garlic is quite nice. Oh, and Mag's got a bonus too. Okay,
I don't know why you're quoting Uncle at me, but
yeah. So, Myth, I know you're going to say it's friend-shaped. Fuck you, these things are terrifying. We're going to go over, or they'll be revealed more in time. The hotline.
But it is friend-shaped. Look at how excited it is to see you.
Myth, it's not shaped like anything. No, I'm not going to over-explain it right now.
Myth, it's aggressing. No, it's like a dog happy to see you after long days of work.
1000% incorrect.
It just wants to pull into your legs.
Oh, man.
Hey,
So,
a 3-stream watch stream.
damn. So, Glue Man Balls, Yami, that would be... We're being very generous with how we're describing these right now, but I can't tell you why yet. Again,
oh Lord,
if you...
it's breakdancing.
If you know... I love that in the hotline/collectibles menu. Let's get a phone.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
God, it's so ominous.
A director needs a team. My management team.
Now, Myth.
These people know the secrets of the
Thank you
Bureau
for the
as
random
well as
stream
I
stream.
do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself.
I'm excited for Marshall.
But things change when you become director.
Good talk.
My God.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
We will get back to Emily, but first we need to listen to some phone calls because you will notice we have a new menu icon. And every time we have had one of those images that you mentioned, Myth, of Trench, the cool effect, those are extended conversations, and we just got all of them so far. But first, let's hear from the board. So, we will occasionally get those. One of my favorite things about them is it does not tell you when you get them necessarily. If you're Inverted Pyramid Incorporated, how can I help you? So let's go through these in order. This is going to take a couple minutes, but I do assure you the vibes are worth it. And if we don't catch up now, it will only be harder later.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house.
And I do mean this is going to be like 6 minutes of just this, so strap in.
We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Also, quick shout out, I fucking love Trench's voice actor. It's like, he's so smooth. He's like super cool.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
So, job's going well. That was first control points, then hotlines. Let's learn about the management team.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders.
I really like that line.
Northmore hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
Management team, just a little bit important. How about where we just were?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places.
Leaks out.
And sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
We'll learn more about it over time, but I truly love that there are instances where it's just like, yeah, sometimes people just go to the Ocean View to, like, be away or, like, be somewhere else. And, again, that's all I'll go over about that right now because I don't want to spoil anything. But, yeah, only one key, only one door. And now, it's unclear when he's explaining that if he's also talking about the rule of threes doors that we're opening to get the key. But that doesn't matter quite as much. It's you saw the symbols when we walked in. It's the inverted black pyramid. That's the only door that opens.
Something's coming. The whisper's growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes.
Yummy. Perfect.
It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Oh, but it's such a good game, though. Okay, we are caught up. I know that took a little bit. But yeah, we learned a couple things. Some mechanic-ish, mostly lore. We're learning a lot all of a sudden about Trench, and we got a couple other names out of it, too.
Oh,
People
we have one
react
other thing to watch.
strongly.
Do we?
The hotline explainer.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Ring, ring. It's Dr. Darling calling. In
Hi,
1978,
Dr. Darling.
a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered. And the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
So that psychic damage board outside was
When I
not
tell them
messing
about
around.
you. Is it too soon
Thanks,
to tell
Dr.
Emily?
Darling.
She might be able to help.
Also, I love this room. You can just barely make out in the darkness all the soundproofing, and we're just in this gigantic sphere just for this. Like, just for the hotline. That's all this room is for. And we haven't looked at the map yet. Here's the map. The hotline chamber is fucking big. Like, it takes up almost the entire square footage of the executive affairs area, and it's bigger than Central Executive, which is where the Black Pyramid is, like that first control point that we grabbed. Like, the hotline chamber is gigantic.
I love it.
Butte supplement. Those are ones that we will read next ad break. Also, a new door. And just like that, we're back in the director's office. And there's a file. Bureau funding. I think this one's kind of a fun one, but I really need to resist the urge to read all of them. And then just like that as well, this is open. For... I don't think that's going to be familiar to anybody who watches our streams. I don't think we need to worry about it.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Smile.
I want to say there's one other recording floating around here too, though. I'm going to pick up file, technological restrictions. That is more... Oh, actually, this one is kind of good actively. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signals. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have been not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to appear and break or disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. So, you know.
Great.
Oh, there's another recording. That's music we can't hear, unfortunately. That's a file. Oh, this one's funny. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but as the executive-level restroom has been missing for weeks now, I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, look, you need a comfortable workplace. This is a nice room. I am positive there's another... I'm just thinking of the radio. Stuff also does file in as we go, so it might be later. It's up there. Doesn't matter. Let's talk to Pope.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily?
I'm just gonna take
talk.
these files.
Of course.
Oh, well, I mean, we're the director. It's okay. And I actually do want to read that one right now, because it is relatively on brand. Analysis of the Hiss Threat, Part 1, compiled by Emily Pope by order of director Jesse Faden. That's part of the reason why I wasn't reading these earlier, by the way. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to the other Hiss that I have dismissed that theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss? More work to be done. Refer to file redacted for report. So we get stuff like that as the story progresses.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Maintenance sector sounds important.
That sounds like an Autie place.
It might be. God, I love the chapter transitions.
My boy.
So, just as a gentle reminder, we are inside a building in New York. For anybody who's less familiar with the game, it's just all the one Federal Bureau of Control headquarters. We just take the elevator to the maintenance sector. Skyscraper surrounded by other buildings. Nothing too unusual.
Yeah, every building's got this.
Yeah.
Like, I often have to go down to the maintenance sector at the place I work, and it's a long walk.
Oh, it's okay. We just take the elevator. What else you got for us, Emily?
Hi, Jesse.
Where did the Hiss come from?
I'm not sure.
The boiler room is there,
You
but
said
that's
the
not
Hiss
what that
was
is.
here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
Oh, okay.
See, the oldest house.
These are the same ones. I zoned out.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Orphan generator from the Venture Brothers. I'm sure it's fine.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator. Brings up a lot of new questions.
But first, let's check out our abilities. So this is a pivotal time for us, chat. We need to start determining how far down the launch bar we want to go. It won't matter right now. I am going to take some in all of these no matter what, especially because it also opens up other things to spend points. But normally, my progression is to go all the way through launch, then all the way through health, and everything else comes after that. And I will tell you, again, just as a heads up, it does get very overpowered. So if you want to see me in slightly more tense fights early to mid game, then let me know to dial it back. Eventually, we are going to fill the whole bar, but that's going to be for content that's much, much later. I'm hearing one from Maximum Yeet. I am giving the warning because, like I said, it does kind of trivialize certain major fights, so I don't want it to be kind of like a bummer. So we'll play it by ear. Like I said, it won't matter too much right now. I am going to grab 1 in health, 1 in launch, and if I'm being honest, 2 in... Well... Oh, yeah, we'll do 2 in launch. We'll leave it at that for right now, because these stack. So what you see there is plus 25%. So this, as far as I can tell, isn't another 25%. This is a 25 and a 50, I think. That's why that gets so strong. Obviously, for a stream, you got to go for the inverse of the optimal strategy for the content. That's sort of why I'm asking, to be perfectly honest. I do want to make it a point where it's more fun to watch. And for me, most of that is the narrative. That's part of why I don't mind doing it in my own playthroughs.
Coordinating.
But it is something that I want to consider. Let's check out weapon forms, because we also now might have something new. We're going to spend some source, which is just obtained normally through gameplay, then some undefined reading and house memories that we picked up to construct Shatter.
What about the plant attracted them?
And then I'm not going to touch outfits like I mentioned. But hey, we now have 2 of these. We've also got some mods. Let's see what we got. We have reload speed, not the worst. Headshot boost, also not bad. Okay, we got 2 reload speeds. That's actually quite good. We already have a level 3. Fuck. All right. That's not the worst. I'm going to put... Ooh. We'll put the weaker one on grip, and we will put the better one on Shatter, and we will keep it at that.
No use guessing the
Entire chat is late as hell, and I'm tired of night gamers. Good night, Yami. Take it easy. Thank you for hanging out, especially a little bit longer than normal.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Hi, Ati.
I love, like, just this elevator looks so cool, like the outline around the inverted black pyramid and everything. So dope. Wow. Well, there's a couple other spots we could go eventually, but right now, maintenance it is.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the pony walk.
Oh my, yes.
God, an actual loading screen.
Yeah, you really only get them going between full sectors, or on, like, death resets.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ati guiding me too?
Got some extra doors. So, one of my favorite things that we can do right now is, this is a level 2 door. We do not have access. But lucky for us, these windows are not secure.
No, they're more secure than we thought.
No, it's a matter of getting enough glass out of the way. Book club.
Well, I'm glad we could glass open. It's been a while.
Threshold Remnant. Oh yeah, fuck, you're right. Glass open. Unironically love the premise of Almighty. Yeah, I mean, he's just a guy. I think he's just a janitor. I don't think there's anything weird going on about him. But we'll see. That's the control room that we need to go to.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
I'm sure it'll be easy. Oh, here's your raincoat, guys, by the way, Myth. Or, well, almost.
Yay!
We will be seeing more of them. Knock, knock. let's check out Shatter.
Yay.
Good telekinesis is real underrated. I almost said overrated. All right, so we've already picked up Threshold Remnant and what was that? I always kind of forget the name of that one. Ritual Impulse. Those are the materials from this area. They are area and sometimes enemy dependent. Now we got a little more fast travel going on. And I'd say a physics problem, but that's just the house shifts. It's all good. I wonder what that could be. I can't go that way. Hey. This one's a dangerous one. Good. Farther away is what I wanted there. Alright, not the first. Hatsune Miku concert? Which part? The Ritual Impulse? Is that? I hope that's what you're talking about. That would be very funny. There's a couple weaving in and outs. Oh, hey, what was that? Let's go take another peek before we progress just yet. Black Rock shooter. Oh.
That looks fine.
Nope. We can take this, though. Sounds nice. We'll probably address that another time. Nothing else we can do down there. I can sort of cheese this, but it's really not necessary, and I waste my time doing it every time. That way it's just a loop around, so let's...
What's down that way?
Well, Ati's right here. But let's go check this out first. Oh, but first! Oh. With a minute? Okay. We'll take our first ad break now in front of... fuck. I was hoping to... There, no! I want to pause on the red real bad. God damn it, it's hard. Come on.
Almost.
I did it for photo mode plenty of times. God, okay. Okay, we'll just wait a moment. Because we are going to take our next ad break. Everybody get up, stretch, hydrate, do what you got to do. We will be back in 3 minutes. You will not miss anything. Except, it's time to read. What do we got? That's missions. We're not going to do any of that. Research records, reports. We got a nice photo of our predecessor. We got the hotline security log. We got another portrait. The only person you should fail is yourself. Very noble. Those. We got some control point lore, but he kind of went over that. And then these are the enemy reports that we have so far. I love how these are set up. Anytime you fight an enemy for the first time, or in the case of the agent, try cleansing them, you basically request Pope research them. So this is what the enemy does, is contextualized by Pope, like, compiling research for you because you encountered them and need to know what they do. It's a really great way to frame it. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet era Nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling Presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to Redacted for research purposes. So this is something that not just the director has bound. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contains launch codes used to... Redacted missiles. That's an interesting sentence setup. Believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped off the Bureau, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. And then the hotline. Containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use, except to the director. Object is a 1960s-era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs Redacted. If the object allows the director to communicate with the Redacted. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal Redacted. See Dr. Darling Presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore, was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including Redacted and Redacted, but its origin remains unknown. Correspondence. Bureau funding. I like this one. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. And we are back. There is no hotline, though. How about we hear from the board? So, the board ones sometimes are a little bit more tutorial-y. That one is describing side things that we can do. Speaking of side things, though...
It calls to him.
I mean, it might just be this box.
Oh!
Ugh. This place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here?
You like horses.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Red.
Yeah. I want it to be known, now we're in the astral plane. We weren't a second ago. But hey, let's pick up a new ability. I was a fool. So the horse is nice and useful. If you can believe it, this is somewhat optional. But we have evade now.
I don't see how you live without this. This seems too useful.
You're not wrong. In fact, I might actually be wrong about it being optional, but it isn't technically Golden Path. It's considered a side mission. Too powerful. I love that one. You and the horse are now bound / friends for life.
Horses enable air dash.
See
This
the
is
horse
common
keep up
knowledge.
with me now.
So yeah, again, that's considered a bonus. So we have more ability points to spend now, which we'll do later. Again, this is not the astral plane. This is just in the building.
It's a nice building.
It is a nice building. We're lucky. It's a nice building.
It sucks that I need to go through a hallway like this to get to the break room, but
That's fine. Well, we just came out of there. Huh. Hey, look, a box. Ritual impulse. Throw the radio. Okay, so let's get a reward for our hard-earned exploration. Hey, Myth, do you know what time it is?
yes. Yes, I do.
Now, chat. Now is another very important time for you to stop lurking and start watching.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but you don't touch and don't scream much. Let's join the Thresher Kids. Let's join the Thresher Kids.
We're gonna learn. It'll be nice.
Hey, Meg! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog! I'm drawing the pyramid. The what? The pyramid. What's a pyramid? The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane. Airplane? Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home. I miss my home.
So we can rewatch those. As far as I'm remembering, there isn't bookending to them, but they do get like the full resolution treatment, so you're not seeing it on the reflected screen. There's a couple places that we'll watch those safely from the pause menu, let's say, but we'll address that when we get to it. There are 6, and I'm excited to show you all of them. Kind of a spoiler, but only a little bit. Anyway, let's get back to work. In Ahti's office. Myth,
You can tell because he's on the door.
I'm not gonna lie, Myth, we need to get you a poster of yourself. So you can put it on your room door. But seriously though, I'm joking about the poster, but you should look at how cool this is. Oh, like the match cut, it's so fucking good. God damn it, Remedy, you're
Well
so
done.
good at this.
You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, you You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this.
He didn't actually say
Fix
that last
the coolant
word.
pumps
No,
and
he
the
did say
power
percolate, it's just a
generators,
little
otherwise
quieter.
the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon
Responding to
this
an internal
crisis
monologue
gonna
again.
be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Alright, I have to resist backtracking right now because we did just get a 2 and there were some 2 doors behind us. But we are going to be back in these areas, so...
Is there anything from that dialogue you want me
it in
to
the fire.
explain?
If you want to go through all of them, that's
Burn
fine.
it
I
all.
want to know what percolate means for sure, because
Burn
that's
it
like...
into a
Percolate
reindeer.
basically
Not
means
into
fuck.
a-
Or
That's what
damn. It's
That's what I thought. I figured it was expletive.
yeah.
But okay, so Myth, because I know you're like champing at the bit to do these, when
Yes.
pensioner, interesting.
Is the director
Hold on.
starting to climb on the walls in his bachelor pad?
Percolate's fuck's stronger older brother. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
That's nice. What was I just going to say? But so moving forward, anytime he is talking to us, you're more than welcome to just like have a script in front of you, and when he says like last winter's snow or whatever, you can just be like such and such. Like you like don't do your best to not like talk over it, but
Sure.
like basically you can subtitle them.
It's Yippee Satana. It's Yippee. God damn it.
Okay, I will backtrack just a teeny bit because there's another 2 right here.
You think there's a dog buried in this is a Finnish idiom for you think there's something fishy going on.
Makes sense.
Something like you think something's not right here, but you don't know what, that sort of thing.
Yeah. What I really like
you
about...
are not
Go ahead.
you are not a yesterday's grouse's son means I can tell you're not an idiot. That's basically what that means.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Okay. Hey. Let's get the full picture.
North
you know,
Moore
as much
was
as we can.
director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. North Moore was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
All right. God, I love this room. We learned a little bit more about Northmore. Names come up a couple times.
Yeah.
Home. Ooh, this is a good one. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it yourself, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Arish. I like Arish. He's another favorite character. I really like... The whole cast of characters in this game is really great. So I'm going to say that a lot. It's sincerely hard to pick a favorite.
So about that horse.
Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll
I like, though, that if you don't make that turn and don't go down that hallway, then you get more information about looking for it. Like, there's a collectible that is right in your gold path.
Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
I really like Arish. I'm excited.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Fraser. I'm here to perform the director of HRA and get the lockout lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Well, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
2 objectives, but first, some conversation. Because Arish
When the
is great.
converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
But let's learn more.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought.
Yes.
Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of the job.
The best.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Do you know this Ahti guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here, if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I like so we have hard confirmation that Ahti is like, he is here. Like, it's not a weird Jesse thing. He's like an actual present member of the building.
Right.
And that, like, everyone just kind of knows, like, he's a weird dude, but he's cool and he's helpful. So that's it. That's fine. That's where we're at. Ahti is Ahti.
Ahti is also the name of a Finnish water gremlin.
Finnish water gremlin, you said?
God.
Makes sense.
But, like, we don't know what the fuck the deal is with Ahti. He's Ahti.
Yeah, we like him.
Ahti's Ahti.
Exactly. Let's see. Okay, cool. Coolant pumps, that is where I want to go first, because I like getting this one out of the way first. I think you can do these in either order. Combat sounds. Ah, these guys. They explode when they die.
Yay!
There's usually quite a few of them. Just gonna neutralize it from a safe distance. Safe distance just changed. Blew up the forklift. Not very OSHA of you. And that's the hiss charged.
That's not very OSHA of you.
That's not very cash OSHA of you. Let me think for a second.
Right, so it is 9. How long did you want to go?
I think we'll finish this section, and then we'll call it a night.
Sounds good.
So it'll be a little bit longer than a normal stream, but this shouldn't take too much longer. Basically, once we get to the next, like, event transition. Pardon me. Back in there.
Replace the parts.
Gently insert the power generator.
Hey, one time they launched a pencil. I was about to say clean, but then you assholes showed back up. Always so slippery. Max also saying, not very OSHA of you as a top 10 since I've heard all day. I'm glad. I aim to do my best. This is a control point we're going to become pretty familiar with. Let's take a peek at our ability points. Right now, I am feeling one more bump in health. If I'm being honest, we're not going to do melee. Like, melee is helpful, but... Oh, hey. Burn the trash. Compared to everything else that's going on, it's not really the most important thing.
Oh. By trash, did Ahti mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
probably fine. That's also probably fine.
Seems like they're breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ahti wants, then I'll get it done.
Ahti says fuck OSHA.
Now, let's be real. I feel like Ahti's probably the most responsible person in the building some of the time. He seems to get what's going on.
Some of the time.
Some of the time. I did see that. We are going to readdress it in just a moment. There's still a couple more of these. Let's just get you into position. I want to say there's 2 more.
Is this more or less the same layout as the multiplayer map?
It's similar. The furnace is a little bit angrier in it. But yeah, I mean, there's the entryway up there. There's some pillars. There's, you know, the heat on that side. There's a lot of zip lines. I think there'd be a safe room about here. You could say that maybe it, as it gets more upset, it might puff out its chest a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's a good way of explaining it. But good catch.
Myth, sometime, pays attention. Sometime, he's distracted by shiny things.
Right now, that's both of what's happening. I don't know if you'd classify this as shiny, but I might. Oh, fuck. Okay, there's one more. Where are you? There you are. It's kind of the sneaky one. We can't get up there just yet.
That's all of them.
Alright, now let's have a listen. Also, so the way ability points work is secret areas, spoiler, and side missions. And the base game, you cannot 100%. You need to use the DLC stuff to fill out your whole chart.
I believe I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked, and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
That's fine.
Great.
That's fine. Furnace duty's fine.
Totally fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Speaking of fine... I don't think this was here a moment ago.
ITV.
You know, it seems like this should go back to its home. We did just get told that it's hungry, so it might be worth it.
That seems fine.
Yeah, I mean, nothing happened. A fun little Easter egg, probably. Pop save. Just to touch up a little bit. Reminder, we are still inside an office building.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah, it's just the partial.
Oh no, that's the generator. That one's much more important. Ah, so satisfying. Sorry, just explained it was satisfying. You didn't stand a chance. Okay, so I like getting this one out of the way first.
Fix it fast.
Because it's a little bit...
If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the coal.
A little bit more of a pain. Nothing, like, overtly terrible, but of the two, this one has a little bit more of an involved process. Preferred not to throw that one all the way across, but there's a lot of power cords in here, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm trying to remember where I just lose track of one of these. There's one. Sir.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clock.
What? Sir.
He's very clever. Trying to sneak through. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
Someone called the Clog? I hate him. Just the worst.
Don't like it. No,
Nope.
thank you.
Yeah, it's gross. This is part of why I want to get it out of the way right away. I will also say, horrendously dangerous. That spray is not just gross, it will kill the shit out of me. So I play this pretty cautious, because I didn't get to go deathless on my last run. It wasn't what did me in, but I did definitely forget how fucking dangerous it was, and I'd like to see if I can shoot for deathless for the series. So we'll see how that goes.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It's not great. We got Ahti singing, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the noises in this section. It's pretty awful.
I'm glad this wasn't a multiplayer map.
Although, I'm being honest, could have been tuned to be pretty intense. Just without the sound. Ugh. God, it's like, knowing that its name is The Clog makes it so much more viscerally worse.
The wretched Clog.
It's definitely the right way to describe it. Again, I cannot tell you how horribly damaging those are. I'm really not overplaying it. Like, if you stand there for more than 1 second, it can be like an instant kill. Ugh. Mercifully, though, that is it. For right now. Probably fine. There's a box that we have access to now that I...
Oh, this place is
Not
gonna
important.
come down.
I'm sure that's fine.
I don't think it's a secret, so I don't need it. Third one, I think, is on top. God, I love how, like, it doesn't snap into place, but it has that kind of, like, wind up to getting into position. So satisfying. I love the telekinesis.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than landing the
It's okay, that was a spare. always end up right there, huh? I mean, I guess because I always take cover in the one spot.
Fucking deleted.
Oh, yeah. Now, speaking of that word that you just used, we're going to encounter, let's call it my type of enemy. Vaguely familiar to anybody who's watching me play Firebreak. Rather, he not chew through my very limited health right now, so we're gonna do some safe needling. Whoopah! That's what I'm talking about. There we go. That's a really scary first encounter for that enemy type. Like, if you overextend and don't know how fragile you can be, he will just fucking gut you. For later. Hey, we got a free power core.
Hell yeah.
That's not even set up for anything. That's just a thing that happened. Gotta help out the boys. Right, melee. Absolutely not. So you can't team kill, mercifully. This is another really tense early encounter. Getting introduced to the rocket guys is quite a lot, and there's also, get out of here! Quite a few of them that can surround you kind of quick. And now there's named ones, and that's not ideal.
Yeah,
Also,
I would hate for you to know them.
Well, these ones are less named and more you can see like their previous clearance level. Still important though. It means that they are like key targets. Anything with a name tag is way stronger, and if it's got like a name, then it's a big deal. Not the worst. I wish I had saved all of them, but that one's gonna go in the right way. Okay. There's actually one thing I wanted to do really fast before we progress to the next one so that I do not forget to do it. As soon as I confirm if it's possible right now or not. It is! You weren't here before. Let's take a quick walk.
Yeah, back to the furnace.
Yeah, it's fine. We got all our fast travel opened up. This is actually like, when you start to put together what's going on with this, you think like, oh fuck, that's gonna take forever, but it really kind of doesn't. But I'm not going to say much about it right now. Wait just a moment to make sure that we are close enough. And as soon as we get that crosshair, good to go. That's fine. Let's go to those generators. We also kind of get our first fast travel example. It's mostly just a loading screen. But when you are in the same area, the loading screens are pretty quick, which is quite nice.
Nice.
Energy converters. I am going the right way, right? Okay, yes. I've played enough now where I've got a lot of this movement down pretty pat, but it still gets kind of confusing, unsurprisingly. Ah! Thank you. idiot. Okay, control room. This. Yes.
Not the giant black area?
No, we'll come back to that. Nope, this is the right way.
Just hold together a little longer.
I feel like those satellite dishes might have been in specific locations for a reason.
Probably.
Oh, hey, energy.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've already played up the bit. We know we can't go in there yet. It is dangerous. So let's just progress.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old vigilance inside the plant has a shit fit.
Oops. I'm glad this qualifies as a light object. From downtown. Still a couple more enemies, but we're going to hit this in waves, so instead of worrying about that fully right now, let's... There you are. Fascinating. We'll read that in a bit. So it wasn't what I thought it was. I think there's an audio file in here somewhere, but I'll find it later. There's work to be done. Where? There. Door open. Ah! Suck early game. First. Crack this last one. Hold that for me. God, Shatter is so fucking good early game. Can't hurt to have those materials. It'll be a little bit more obvious a little bit later, but for right now, I'm gonna grab what I can. Upcoming game reminder. Not important. Ah, I was trying to get him on the backswing. It'll happen eventually. Alright, not bad. Not 100% where we needed.
Forces contain a lockdown. Would only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Expand on that.
No.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility.
Trench, please.
The privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the Director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect.
Makes sense.
I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me. And me alone.
It is wild to think that the predecessors involved in this process didn't have something like a lockdown protocol. Let's lift it.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
So, technically that's not the full transition. We're gonna go speak to Emily, and we're gonna get the transition, and that'll be our cliffhanger for the week.
Sounds good.
Let's pop back to Central Executive. Kind of bummed that we had that interim. Like, having an error is all good, and I'm not mad about it, but I did want more time to play this evening, so I'll get more safety space set up.
Can launch objects up to 20 feet. Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Sounds interesting. Objection. Let me tap that save one more time, because I'm not 100% sure exactly when it's going to trigger, and I want to make sure.
Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
These two's banter is always really good, so I like listening to it.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
So, less a safety save, backup save. The game is actually very good about saving your progress. I've never had any issues with that. It's more locking the state in, because I want to make sure we start cool. So let's have a conversation,
Listen,
then we're going to be done for the
Emily.
evening.
Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being. What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past, I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
And that's going to do it for us this evening, chat. I'm so excited that we're finally starting to get to play this. I know there were a couple bits of oddities going on, but otherwise, that's everything. So, Myth, what are you going to be doing? I'm not going to hit the button because I feel like the vibe needs to be maintained all the way throughout, if I'm being honest. But what are you going to be doing on Sunday, if you'd care to elaborate?
On Sunday, we're going to be playing a Star Fox.
You cut
That's
off
all
at
I'm
Star
gonna
Fox.
say.
But okay.
Star Fox.
Star Fox. Sounds good.
Star Fox.
We won't say anything past that then. Monday, I believe we are going to be getting into, I'll just say Mega Man and Bass. That's what I committed to last time. I'll just go with it. So we'll find a good, probably translated version of it for the Super Nintendo. Myth, don't let me forget to do that, because otherwise I'm going to be scrambling on Monday, and that'll suck. And then we'll figure out Tuesday. I don't know if we're going to do more of, I don't know what we're going to do yet. Not even worth mentioning right now. We'll figure out something and tell you when it is closer. But yeah, that's going to do it. Let me come over here. That's going to pause. I am going to check and see if there's anybody worth rating, because it's Friday. Why not? Keep some good vibes going. Oh yeah, look at that. We got Aura and Alloy, Rainbow Tech VT. You guys know them. You're fans too. They're wonderful people. The Mobian streamers right now. It looks like they are potentially co-op. Yes, definitely co-oping a game called Core Keeper, which looks like it might be neat. So we are going to raid them. Don't forget to provide your Maverick Hunter support in chat when we get there. Myth, I think that's everything. Why don't you say your jam?
It is Grover.
Everybody have a thunderful evening. Take it easy. We will see you Myth stream on Sunday, back here on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.